Sonic Frontiers made Sonic Team a sizable bit of money. And no, I'm not just saying that. In just a little over 3 months, this game was able to become the #1 selling Sonic game of all time, and in doing so, sold over 3 million copies globally. That's insane. And now with all the talk about Sonic and Shadow X Generations, and the absolutely gorgeous footage and trailers that we've been getting, it's gotten me thinking. How did Sonic Team get the time and the money to make all the stuff they've been making for the past 2 or so years? Well, today, my friends, that is exactly what we're going to attempt to find out. Now keep in mind that I am in no way affiliated with anyone at Sega or Sonic Team, so the numbers in this video will be all rough estimates. Also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the video so far. But regardless, here's why Sonic Frontiers bought Sonic Team a budget. Alright, so before we get into the reasons why I think Sonic Frontiers gave Sonic Team a large budget, I want to address something important. I don't think that the movies helped as much as we think they did. So I did some research on what the standard cut is for movie studios in America, and it turns out that the standard rates are at roughly 60% of all ticket sales from the movie. That's absurd. Now, of course, Sega is the owner of the Sonic the Hedgehog IP, and they could just charge a licensing fee of some kind to Paramount, or rather they might be doing so. However, even if we were to take into account the licensing fee, I don't think we can fairly say that the Sonic movies gave Sonic Team a bigger budget. Because when doing the math of just how much the movies made at the box office, and combining Paramount's cuts, not to mention the fact that Sonic Movie 2 came out literally months before Frontiers, and we're looking at around $200-something million from both Sonic movies, the vast majority of which came from Sonic Movie 2. Now, given that Sega is a multi-billion-dollar company, I highly doubt that they spent all that money since they made it. But also taking into consideration how many IPs they own, and the fact that at the time Sonic wasn't doing well from a financial standpoint in the gaming market, I'd say it's more than likely that the vast majority of the money made off these 2 movies went to Sega's other IPs and teams. Now, of course, with that out of the way, it's time to take a look at the estimates for Sonic Frontiers sales. This game made $150 million in its first 3 months. Easily. I am not joking. Considering that the game has been out for almost 2 years at this point, it's no wonder that Sonic X Shadow Generations looks as good as it does. I mean, the writing was pretty much on the wall when the Frontiers DLC updates came out. They improved the quality of the game by leaps and bounds with free DLC updates. That is pretty telling of how well this game was doing at the time, all things considered. And of course, after the financial success of Frontiers, Sega was able to close a deal with Apple that eventually led to the creation of Sonic Dream Team. And not only that, but they were able to close another deal for another studio to develop Superstars. Which, admittedly, there are some problems with the game. But the point is that game quality started to shoot up after Frontiers was released. Now, of course, we are getting this absolutely gorgeous looking remaster of Sonic Gens along with this full-on Shadow segment of the game, which is allegedly going to have an open zone. Dang, they put that Frontiers money to good use, huh? But anyways, all this is to say that Sonic Frontiers likely gave Sonic Team the budget to do all of this. And I'm not just pulling this out of nowhere either. Right around the time Sega released Sonic Frontiers, it was confirmed that they only had around 250 employees in Sonic Team. But as of right now, 2 years on from the release of this game, they have a whopping 400 employees in the team working on multiple different projects. So needless to say, their staff has increased by a lot. Now, of course, given that this is mostly me drawing conclusions, I could be entirely wrong about this whole thing, but from what we know about how Sonic Frontiers has affected the core aspects of Sonic media, I'd say that it's more than likely that this is spot on when it comes to the influence Frontiers had on Sonic Team. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Frontiers bought Sonic Team the budget to create projects like Superstars and Shadow Generations? Or do you think that it was the Sonic movies' massive success that gave Sonic Team the resources necessary to begin making better games? Leave a comment with your thoughts below. And as always, peace.